Good.
I've got a
Okay.
question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't normally spend most of our time presenting, so I think this question probably relates to our everyday language. I notice at work, even senior leaders or more senior people have filler words, and I just wonder if it does it really make a difference when they have the filler words, and do people actually care? As long as they're getting through to the message and they're not losing impact by using filler words. It's just
So
it's a habit, I think, when
absolutely, but unconsciously, we still process that information as a lack of confidence or a lack of certainty. So we may not be aware of it. So she said it again. We may not be aware of it on a conscious level, or you could like I had a senior leader that I used to work with who used the word fundamentally a million times in every meeting. And I'm like, there is no need for that word. And some people literally, yes, there's another one. There's lots of those words that people use. They're covering up something else. There's nothing wrong with it. Like we all have them. It's not an issue. But if your objective is to influence, to persuade, to have confidence and certainty, it's just another area that you can work on to be able to, and especially when things are subconscious, when people are processing it in a way that you kind of have no control over, it's a good one to be able to, to help you through on that. So I'm going to throw out one other example here because this is one that I used to be against and now I've gone the complete opposite. So when when I used to deliver these presentations, first of all, I was one of these people who did not agree with cursing in or using swear words in presentations. And I'm Irish. Irish people swear like sailors, or at least the majority of us do. So it is part of my normal everyday vocabulary. Like I will, it's just part. And when I'm here in Ireland, it's probably 10 times worse than when I'm in Australia. But when I was working in corporate, I would never use it in the workplace. I would never, ever, it's just not something that I would do. So it was context based. But now, in the last whatever year and a half, I now co host a podcast called Spiritual as FUCK. And that was actually a big thing for me. It was like, ooh, not only am I going to be talking about spirituality and I'm a corporate person, but now on top of that, I'm putting an F word with an exclamation mark at the end of it. And it's like, okay, if we're going to do this, we're all in. And it's like, it was more authentic to who I am. So it was, James, you mentioned about, feeling more like Gary Vee and you want to wear the hoodie and things like that. That was a massive hurdle for me to get over. And it's like, I'm still not going, it's context. I'm still not going to show up to a boardroom and drop the F bomb. I'm not going to do that. Today's session, I'm not even going to say the word, I'm going to spell it out. But it's still, when it's my audience or Gary Vee knows his audience, then you have permission to use it because the people in the room have paid for that. Or if it's a podcast listener, they're listening to it. They're not expecting it to be, I guess, a swear-free zone. There will be some words slipped in there, and it's not that it's done for a huge effect or anything. It's just done where it comes out naturally. But I will say, if you are going to use swear words or strong language of any description, be very conscious and considerate about it. Really think about your audience. Really think about, is this helping you progress your agenda, your drive to make a difference, your purpose, your vision? Is it moving it forward, or is it going to alienate more people than it's going to bring on board? Because it may be authentic to you, but if it's not going to have the results that you want, that may be a consideration for you. I just see a few things coming into the chat. I'm just going to double check that. Jim, is that my number of so's 373 so far? Very good, very good. Okay, so these are things that I want you to consider about what to avoid or at least consider in your language. So the language, so the power of language to yourself and to others. It's so important to just even just listen to yourself, play back some of the things, some of your recordings, some of the things that you're putting out there into the public space. So let's keep moving. So I'm just, yeah, I feel myself cringe every time I say it now. Next one is a grateful life. Now, you may trivialize this and you may think, yeah, gratitude, really? What has gratitude got to do with being confident? But gratitude is something that really, if you lead a grateful life and if you're grateful for what you have, then gratitude is something that will start to put you above the line. It will start to come across in your energy. You will use, better language, more positive, more possibility language. You will paint things in a better way if you are grateful for what you have. Now, for some people, gratitude comes quite easily, and for others, gratitude is something that they need to work on. And neither one is right, neither one is wrong. So I'm just going to ask, does anybody have any gratitude practices that they do at the moment or have incorporated? Okay, James. James, did you want to share anything about that? You don't have to,
Yeah,
but
yeah. No, part of my when I do my talks is I practice my 4Gs, which is one of those is gratitude. And with that is I get up every morning and I verbally say 3 things that I'm grateful for every day, and that can change daily. So, and you got to verbally say it, that way you can actually hear yourself say it. So don't
yeah,
internalize it, verbally say it. So that's just one of my 4Gs. So yeah, that I
very good.
preach. Yeah.
Very good. And I love the extra bit in there that it's saying it out loud. So because we can all think it, but it is
Yeah.
to hear yourself say it, and again to embody it, to get your mouth, your teeth, your tongue wrapped around it when you're saying
Yeah.
these words for
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
Anyone else? Does anyone do a gratitude journal? Okay, Rachel, go ahead.
I actually pray.
Yes.
I
Yes.
pray at night. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I just say, thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my abundance. Thank you for this beautiful bed I'm sleeping in. Thank you for the lessons I've learned today, the people I've met, just things like that, whatever's happened during the day.
Yeah, it
Heavenly
is
Father,
beautiful.
obviously. I pray to God. Not everyone does, but like even just, putting it out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
is a way.
And that's it. Like in faith, regardless of what it is a very personal thing. It's like, but saying you're grateful, it's like you're putting it out there, you're putting it outside of yourself, and you're coming from your heart for that. I know for me, gratitude, and gratitude was something that came easy to me, always has done. I'm always grateful for, like, a million times a day, gratitude goes through my head. What wasn't easy for me, which I think is tied to this, is appreciation. And when I say appreciation, that's on me. So appreciation for myself. I feel gratitude is towards other people, other things, circumstances. That's where I feel gratitude. But when I started a practice which was gratitudes and appreciations at nighttime before going to bed. 3 gratitudes, 3 appreciations. Gratitudes, yeah, I could write a list of 100. Appreciations, what did I appreciate about myself? Wow, that was so hard. So if you find that, you're not able to show that appreciation or gratitude for yourself, starting a practice on that, and particularly if you're someone who, kind of beat yourself up with a little bit of negative self-talk, and for me, it was a lot of mental health related issues. So going to bed at night where I'd be ruminating, if I can say 3 things that I am grateful for, 3 things that I appreciate about myself, and at some points in life that was, I appreciate I got out of bed today. I appreciate I actually had a shower. Those are the kind, and if you start from that point, you literally just start building and building. But you go to bed in a lot better mind space, because and it's Rachel, to your example with praying as well, you're putting, and to do it last thing at night, I just find is a very powerful thing, and it just sets the tone for when you're asleep and you wake up with it, or do it first thing in the morning, as Jane said. So just, if you don't have a gratitude practice, try it. It may not resonate for all of you, but it is something. Yeah, subconscious reprogramming. You're just constantly rewiring your brain. And again, it helps you operate above the line a lot more.